Here's a question for you. If you didn't have to work and you just received an endless allowance, would you still choose to have a job? This episode is supported by Prudential. Okay, imagine this. You're lying on a beach one day, it's very pleasant, and you overhear a conversation between a tourist and a local fisherman. Why are you here relaxing when you could be out catching fish?
I caught enough this morning to last me 2 days, so I wanted to lie back and enjoy the day.
But if you work more, then you can sell the extra fish you catch. Then soon you could buy a motor, a second boat, and maybe one day a whole factory or a restaurant and a helicopter.
And then what?
Then, without a care in the world, you could sit here in the harbour, doze in the sun and look at the glorious sea.
But I'm already doing that.
And you realise that the tourist and the fisherman have pretty different ideas about why we work. In part, we work so that we can put food on the table, have a roof over our heads and clothes to wear. But that's not all there is to it. If it was, we would all view work like the fisherman does, just as a way to fulfill our basic needs. American psychologist Barry Schwartz says that the way we think about work is broken, and he blames the founding father of economics, Adam Smith. Smith believed that humans were inherently lazy. Sorry guys. And the only way to get people to work was to pay them. This is the assumption that underlies how we think of work, just working for the man to bring home the bacon. But Schwartz argues that it has created a system where the emphasis on financial reward stops people from finding other meaning in their work, a situation that leads to lost productivity and discontent. Think about how much time we spend wishing we were not at work. There's a GIF, meme, and e-card for everything from Monday-itis to 3:30-itis, hump day, and TGIF. I must admit, I think I've shared that TGIF GIF before. But we also know that money isn't the only thing that motivates us. We do lots of work that we don't get paid for. Chores around the house, looking after kids, playing music, or helping friends. In most cases, you're intrinsically motivated to do these things, rather than extrinsically motivated by a wage. In fact, some studies have shown that money can actually be a demotivator. In 1971, American psychologist Edward Deci conducted a study with 2 groups of college students. He offered one group a financial incentive to work on a puzzle, while the control group wasn't paid to work on the task. Deci observed that the people who were given no financial incentive spent longer on the puzzles and showed more interest in solving them. Author Daniel Pink built on Deci's work to develop the motivation trifecta. He argues that once we are paid enough money that financial worries are off the table, 3 things motivate us. Autonomy, to feel as if we have control over things. Mastery, the feeling of getting better at something. And purpose, finding deeper meaning behind what we do. But that doesn't mean we all have to work for a charity. Some people find their own purpose in their work. In one study, hospital janitors were interviewed about their job, and they identified the importance of their presence to comfort and entertain patients and families. Although this wasn't at all a part of their position description, many said it was their favourite part of what they did. So if we could all find meaning in our work, would we be unstoppable? Would we be miraculously in control, productive, and fulfilled? Well, perhaps it depends on our individual approach to work. Psychologists have proposed 3 distinct ways people approach their work: as a job, as a career, or as a calling. So maybe you're happy with your job just being a job, and it allows you to do other things that you enjoy. Maybe you want to grow and achieve great things in your career. Maybe you see your work as a calling and a passion that you were born to do. But regardless of how you see it, finding your purpose at work may just help to make those Monday mornings a little bit less of a struggle. Just maybe. Thanks to Prudential for sponsoring this episode. We all want our future to be as secure as our present, but studies have shown that people have a tendency to place a higher value on immediate rewards than future rewards. In terms of our finances, most Americans only focus on the financial needs of today. According to a Prudential study, over half of Americans are not on track to be able to maintain their current standard of living in retirement. Go to prudential.com/savemore to learn about how you can make a better plan for your retirement.